Recently, we talked about Dave Canales and the words that he had for current Buccaneers quarterback Kyle Trask, and there was even more to pull from the introductory press conference in terms of quotes and overall positive things that were said about some Buccaneers players. One player in particular that I want to talk about in this video is Rachaad White. Now, when asked on running back Rachaad White and what he saw from him when the Buccaneers played the Seahawks last year, Dave Canales said this: "Oh yeah, what shocked me about that was the toughness in the style that he ran, because I saw him as this versatile guy who you could run routes with him out of the backfield, split him out wide, and do some things like that, plus the run game. But then you see his attitude in person in Germany. Just see the style that he ran downhill. He was aggressive. The violence that he played with, you go, wow, this guy could be special. He's got some great skill sets that really fit into our system." And look, Dave Canales has talked a lot about his system, his possible West Coast style of system and how guys are going to fit into it. You look at Kyle Trask, we already talked about how Kyle Trask may fit into this Dave Canales system. You look at some of the other guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and you definitely saw a quote there from Dave Canales where he said, "I would say specifically, they just do so many good things outside the numbers with one-on-one matchup. That'll definitely be a part of what we do." He also mentioned Russell Gage in there as well, so it definitely seems like that is going to add a little bit of fuel to the fire that Russell Gage may stay with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here and be a big part of the system. The Buccaneers have a lot of good skill position players that are going to fit this system. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage. Again, Dave Canales said, actually, Russell Gage Jr. is fantastic in there too. He's really tough, so that's another guy we'll be able to use. So, again, a lot of confidence in the skill position players. But what makes Rachaad White different here is the different types of ways he can be used in this offense. Like Dave Canales said, you can split him out wide. You can have him run routes out of the backfield. You can have him as a pure aggressive runner. There's so many different ways that it seems like Dave Canales is interested in using Rachaad White. And again, he said, wow, this guy can be special based off of what he saw in Germany when the Seattle Seahawks played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that's very, very encouraging. You look at the current landscape of the Buccaneers running back room, you see Leonard Fournette as a guy who possibly, or I would say even probably, isn't going to be on the roster this upcoming season. And there's been a lot of speculation as to what the Buccaneers could do at running back. Are they going to take a running back in round one? Are they going to add maybe a guy like Rashad Penny in free agency, who has a lot of familiarity with Dave Canales? That still could be a thing that happens, but with the confidence here in Rachaad White, it definitely makes me lean more towards saying that Rachaad White may be a guy that, or will probably be a guy, I will even go as far as to say that is going to get a legitimate chance as this team's starting running back. And I think that that is a completely justifiable and understandable thing to see. I think that Rachaad White has earned it. I think that you saw the tape last year, you saw the numbers, and you saw some flashes of a starting caliber running back. Now, some people may disagree with that. Some people may say he's a rotational back and all these different types of things. He's just a pass catcher, but I disagree. I think that whenever you look at Rachaad White, you see a guy that was taken in the third round and does have the ability to be a starting back. And I think he will get that opportunity, and I'd be very intrigued and excited to see how Rachaad White can fit into Dave Canales' more West Coast system with all the different types of things and abilities that go into that. I think using Rachaad White as a wideout or using him in different types of routes and runs out of the backfield is something that can be very beneficial and something that the Buccaneers can lean on in terms of having overall offensive success whenever you throw in guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who are still going to be getting a ton of work, by the way. Russell Gage, who also seems to figure to be a massive part of this offense, at least according to Dave Canales' quote there. There are a lot of good skill position players still here. And whoever's at quarterback, be it Kyle Trask, be it a free agent, be it a rookie, whoever it may be, they're going to have a lot of guys at their disposal. Rachaad White being one of the top guys who now definitely has seemingly a lot of confidence from Dave Canales. Now again, Dave Canales could have came up there. He could have just said nothing. He's not going to say that Dave Canales is that Rachaad White is bad or anything, but He also could have just said we have to evaluate, but instead he said that this guy was special. Rachaad White is special and that he's going to use him in a lot of different ways in this offense, which I feel is a very, very encouraging sign and definitely might lean more towards Rachaad White getting a legitimate chance or even having a probable possibility of being this team's starting running back come next season. What do you guys think about these quotes from Dave Canales regarding Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage as well? Definitely seems like they're going to be used a lot as well, and seems like it's also even probable that Russell Gage is going to be staying on this roster. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, folks, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.